Wherever there's murder and mayhem, you will always find an Addams.
Every family has dark secrets, Wednesday. And secrets can have deadly consequences.
Welcome to The Hidden Veil, where shadows whisper and mysteries unfold. In 2025, one name casts a spell over pop culture's darkest realms, Wednesday. Netflix's Gothic masterpiece didn't just resurrect the Addams family, it ignited a revolution. From Y2K goth fashion flooding the streets to haunting soundtracks topping charts, Wednesday has redefined what it means to be Gothic. This isn't just a show, it's a movement. Tonight, we embark on a journey to unravel how Wednesday brought Gothic vibes back, reshaped culture, and made darkness irresistible. Why does this teen psychic in a haunted academy resonate so deeply? How did it spark a global obsession? Light your candles, lock the doors, and let's dive into the shadows. Gothic isn't just a vibe, it's a legacy. Born in the 1760s with Horace Walpole's The Castle of Otranto, Gothic literature wove tales of crumbling castles, tormented souls, and supernatural dread. Think in Radcliffe's eerie mysteries of Udolpho or Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, where human fears met monstrous beauty. By the 19th century, Gothic evolved. Bram Stoker's Dracula and Edgar Allan Poe's twisted tales added psychological depth. Cinema embraced it in the 20th century. Universal's Dracula in 1931 gave us Bela Lugosi's iconic cape, while Hitchcock's Rebecca in 1940 painted Gothic romance with paranoia. TV followed in the 60s with Dark Shadows, a soap opera dripping with vampires and curses. The 80s and 90s brought Gothic to teens. The Lost Boys and Buffy the Vampire Slayer mixed horror with cool. But by the 2000s, Gothic felt tired, drowned in cliches of sparkly vampires and predictable scares. Then came Wednesday, with its blend of sharp humor, teen angst, and Tim Burton's shadowy magic. It turned Nevermore Academy into a Gothic beacon for a new generation. This wasn't just a revival, it was a reinvention. Wednesday isn't a show, it's a Gothic manifesto carved in obsidian. Jenna Ortega's Wednesday Addams is the soul, her deadpan wit and unblinking stare slicing through every stereotype. She's not just an outsider, she's a force, wielding sarcasm like a dagger. Tim Burton's direction transforms Nevermore Academy into a living Gothic painting, stained glass windows, gargoyles, and corridors that whisper secrets. The cinematography, with its moody blues and stark blacks, feels like a love letter to Sleepy Hollow. Then there's the music. Danny Elfman's eerie score weaves through every scene, while that viral cello cover of Paint It Black became a Gen Z anthem. The story itself is pure Gothic, murders, monsters, and a psychic teen unraveling a mystery in a haunted school. But what sets Wednesday apart is its heart. It speaks to anyone who's ever felt like an outcast, blending horror with humor and rebellion. That dance scene, it's not just a TikTok phenomenon. It's Wednesday declaring Gothic cool again, unapologetically herself. This show didn't just revive a genre, it redefined it for a new era. Nevermore Academy isn't just a setting, it's a character. Wednesday's world building is Gothic perfection, blending the eerie with the relatable. The school's sprawling campus, with its Gothic arches and foggy forests, feels like Hogwarts meets a haunted asylum. Every detail, the creaking staircases, the secret society's crypt, the Hyde monster's lore, builds a universe that's alive and breathing. Burton's team drew from classic Gothic tropes, forbidden knowledge, cursed bloodlines, and a town steeped in supernatural history. Yet Nevermore feels modern, with its diverse students and Gen Z snark. The show's mythology, from werewolves to sirens, expands the Addams family universe without losing its core. Compare this to Harry Potter's magic or Stranger Things Upside Down. Nevermore stands tall, a Gothic world that's both timeless and fresh. It's a place you want to explore, even if it might kill you. This world building is why Wednesday feels so immersive, pulling us into its shadows. Wednesday didn't revive Gothic in a vacuum. Let's stack it against two peers, chilling adventures of Sabrina and What We Do in the Shadows. Sabrina reimagines the Archie comics as a witchy horror saga. Its aesthetic, pentagrams, blood-soaked rituals, and Crimson Cloaks channels American Horror Story with a craft edge. Sabrina Spellman's battle with Satan is gothic to the core, but the show leans hard into melodrama, sometimes missing Wednesday's razor-sharp humor. What We Do in the Shadows, on the other hand, is gothic comedy at its finest. This mockumentary about bumbling vampires in Staten Island nails deadpan humor, with crumbling mansions and vampire councils dripping in gothic flair. But its episodic gags lack Wednesday's layered mystery. All three shows share gothic DNA, moody visuals, supernatural stakes, and a love for the macabre. Yet Wednesday stands out, weaving horror, humor, and heart into a whodunit that keeps you guessing. It's the gothic triple threat the others can't quite match. Wednesday didn't just revive gothic, it reshaped the world. Fashion exploded with Y2K goth. Black platform boots, fishnet tights, and never-more-inspired uniforms flooded runways and thrift stores. X is ablaze with #WednesdayCore, racking up millions of posts. Cosplayers recreate Wednesday's braided pigtails and raven dress, while brands like Hot Topic sold out Wednesday merch in hours. Music? Danny Elfman's score is a gothic masterpiece, but the show's pop picks, Billie Eilish's Bury a Friend, the Cramps punk vibes, set a new tone. That painted black cello cover? It's a Spotify staple. TikTok's dance challenges, with millions recreating Wednesday's iconic moves, turned a scene into a movement. Beyond aesthetics, Wednesday's themes, female empowerment, embracing your weirdness, hit hard with Gen Z. It's not just a show, it's a lifestyle. From fashion weeks to playlists, Wednesday made Gothic a cultural juggernaut, proving darkness is universal. What's next for Gothic? Wednesday set the bar, but its impact is just the beginning. In 2025, we're seeing Gothic creep into everything. Marvel's Blade reboot, A24's indie horrors, even K-pop's dark aesthetics. Shows like Interview with the Vampire and the Sandman are doubling down on moody visuals and existential dread. Fashion's leaning harder into goth punk, with designers citing Wednesday as inspiration. Music's getting weirder, with artists like Billie Eilish and Phoebe Bridgers channeling gothic melancholy. But the real shift is cultural. Gen Z's embrace of outsider identity means Gothic's no longer niche, it's mainstream. Will Wednesday's second season push the boundaries further? Can it keep its edge? One thing's certain, Gothic's here to stay, and the Hidden Veil will be watching. So what's your take? Is Wednesday the peak of Gothic, or just the spark? Drop your thoughts below, subscribe for more shadowy dives, and share this with every goth in your life. Until we meet again, stay spooky.